anything from the other side? Like if I turn that light on, she completely stopped. Everything you're saying is being recorded right now.
On behalf of the Florida Park Service and Honeymoon Island State Recreation Area, we would like to thank you for joining us on our turtle and beach walk. Marine turtles are air-breathing reptiles with lungs. They must surface periodically. However, turtles are capable of remaining submerged for extended periods. There are 7 species of marine turtles, several of which can be found nesting here on the west coast of Florida. The green in green turtle refers to the coloration of its body fat. The species has been harvested for centuries for food, but now is threatened with extinction. Green turtles usually grow 4 feet and weigh 300 to 350 pounds. 850-pound has been reported. Compared to other sea turtles, the head is small relative to body size. The upper shell of adults ranges from light to dark olive brown. Adult green turtles feed on seagrasses and algae. Young greens are more carnivorous feeders. One of Florida's seagrasses has the common name of turtle grass because green turtles graze in the submerged meadows. The hooked beak-like jaws give this turtle its common name. Hawksbills usually range from 2.5 to 3 foot in length and weigh 100 to 200 pounds. The record is 280. The thin shields overlaying the bones of the carapace, also known as tortoise shell, are beautifully marked with amber and reddish tones with shading to yellow, white, black, and green. Hawksbills feed almost exclusively on sponges. In some parts of the world, hawksbill turtles' meat is reported to cause food poisoning in humans because of the toxic sponges they consume. Leatherback means skin-covered turtle and leather-like, hence the common name of the leatherback turtle. It is the largest of all turtles, reaching up to 6 feet in shell length and weighing 1,400 pounds or more. The shell lacks the scales or shields of other turtles and is covered by a firm, leathery skin. Leatherback turtles feed on soft-bodied animals such as jellyfish and comb jellies. Kemp's Ridley is the smallest and most endangered of the world's 7 sea turtle species. It was named after a Key West resident, Richard Kemp. Adults do not exceed 2.5 foot shell length and weigh from 70 to 110 pounds. The carapace is nearly round, sometimes wider than it is long. Loggerhead turtles are the most frequently observed turtles in Florida waters. They are one of the largest of the hard-shell turtles, with adults measuring 3 to 3.5 foot in length and a weight range of 200 to 350 pounds. Loggerhead turtles are essentially carnivorous, feeding primarily on crabs, horseshoe crabs, shrimp, jellyfish, and a variety of mollusks. Sea turtles are long-distance travelers, roaming the oceans of the world. It is not aimless wandering, however, but apparently deliberate travel to specific areas. Loggerheads are known to travel as far north as Nova Scotia and as far south to Argentina. About 90% of the U.S. population of loggerheads nest in Florida. The most important nesting beaches in the U.S. is the strip of coast between Cape Canaveral and Palm Beach. Why are the sea turtles in danger of extinction? Some reasons are natural, while most are man-made. This is nature. It is beach erosion. This beach has suffered erosion from summer storms and is inaccessible to nesting turtles. Another natural cause are the other beach inhabitants. Hatchlings fall easy victims to shore birds, wading birds, and ghost crabs. They aren't always so cute. Raccoons roam the beaches at night. When the female turtle comes ashore, if she is disturbed before she begins to lay her eggs, she will return to the water, creating a false crawl. Once the egg-laying process begins, the nesting female is unable to stop. Hence, the eggs may fall victim to raccoons. Today, close to home, the intense urban development on Florida beaches has eliminated many nesting sites. Another major cause on Florida beaches is of artificial lighting. the city of Dunedin has passed a Lights Out for Turtles ordinance. In underdeveloped countries, large amounts of turtle eggs and meat are consumed. The eggs are thought to have magical powers and are highly prized by gourmet cooks who use the eggs for baking. Green sea turtle meat is still being harvested for the steak and turtle soup markets. In foreign markets, the sea turtle shell is exploited through the souvenir trade as in jewelry and stuffed turtles. Under pressure from the United States, Japan has agreed in 1991 to stop importing for commercial use in endangered hawksbill and Ridley sea turtles by the end of 1992. Sea turtle stranding reports show that careless operation of motorboats near nesting beaches also can kill or injure turtles. Sea turtles are seriously affected by pollution, oil, tar, and trash, especially plastics, which they may mistake for jellyfish, one of their favorite foods. Scientists have concluded that incidental capture in shrimp trawlers is the greatest remaining threat to some species. Fishermen and National Marine Fisheries Services have developed the Trawling Efficiency Device, TEDS, which reduces the capture of sea turtles in shrimp trawls by 97%. All sea turtle species are considered to be threatened or endangered under the laws of the United States. The 1973 Endangered Species Act replaces the old act, making it illegal to harass, harm, pursue, hunt, shoot, wound, kill, capture, or collect endangered species. Rangers at Honeymoon Island place protective cages over nests, keeping egg-eating predators out. They have been having a 100% success rate. The nests that have the cages are not preyed upon. Relocations of nests is done by experienced personnel only. This is done when the nest is below high tide line and must be done within 24 hours. The eggs must not be turned to avoid damage to the hatchlings. Eggs are placed in a bucket or cooler with sand from the original nest. A new nest is built the same as the original nest, usually 6 inches across and 13 inches deep. Sometimes the eggs are removed to a hatchery for safety reasons and for better monitoring. Here's the sequence of events that occurs when a loggerhead nests. If no disturbance takes place, the turtle slowly crawls up the beach, leaving a very distinctive track as she inches forward. When she reaches a safe spot above the high tide line, she begins to dig a body pit, first with her front flippers and then with the rear ones. During this process, vegetation is cleared from the nest site. Once the body pit is complete, she uses her hind flippers to dig a flask-shaped hole for the eggs. Then the eggs are laid. Sea turtles lay approximately 100 to 120 white leathery eggs. Incubation is 50 to 75 days. But they are never broken because the shells have an elastic quality, like a ping pong ball. Tears continually flow from the turtle's eyes so that she appears to be crying. Actually, this is nature's way to rid the body of excess salt. It also keeps her eyes free of sand during the covering process. After the egg laying, the turtle fills the hole with sand, packs it down, and camouflages the nest, throwing huge amounts of sand back with her front flippers. When this operation is complete, it's easy to tell a turtle has been on the beach, but hard to find the nest. The return to the sea is faster than the journey up the beach. Although the turtle is tired, the trip is downhill and safety lies ahead of her rather than behind. If you are walking in the morning and see tracks such as these, we encourage you to call the Clearwater Marine Science Center and report where the tracks are found. Please do not attempt to locate the nest itself. Honeymoon Island has rangers patrolling early each morning for nest. Here at Honeymoon Island, the incubation period is 57 to 62 days. The hatchling's first challenge is to dig out of the sand. All the eggs hatch in 2 to 3 days, and when all are hatched, the baby turtles begin scratching at the ceiling of the chamber. This collective effort brings the sand down from the ceiling and raises the floor until the vigorous little turtles break above the surface. There is an explosion of hatchlings out of the nest. There is strength in numbers. If they leave one by one, they would be eaten one by one. When they leave in large numbers, there is a better chance of some making it to the water. Moonlight serves as a beacon over the water for the hatchlings. Artificial lights from condos and marinas can outcompete the moon and lead the hatchlings to a certain death inland. Sea turtles have survived 150 million years, but in the last 300 years, man has been the main cause of their demise. Of the 300 years, the greatest impact has occurred in the last 50 years. Through the commitment by the Florida Park Services and agencies like the Clearwater Marine Science Centers, with volunteers and concerned citizens such as yourselves, we will continue to experience and enjoy these ancient nomads of the sea.